the biggest things that coaches struggle with is understanding who they're helping, what to offer them, and how much to charge them. So when it comes down to these three things, the most important thing is actually who you're marketing to. Because there can be two people, all right? Person number one makes $40,000 a year. Person number two makes $100,000 per year. Which one of those two people is going to have more disposable income to actually be able to solve their issue? Because if this person's struggling, yes, they can still pay it, but it's going to be harder for them to come and buy it. So what you want to focus on, number one, is who are you marketing to? Sorry, who is the market that you're going after? Because if you go after the right type of market, then sales becomes easy. Because you don't have to then struggle to actually then have to sell those people. They hear your solution and they're like, yeah, actually that's what I need, but there's money. Again, it comes down to the person, the market you're helping. No, that's number one thing. But what is their pain that they're in? Because the higher the level of pain, the more someone is willing to pay to solve that problem. So that's number two. The next thing you need to think about is, can you guarantee that success? Because if you're unable to guarantee the success, then there's no way you can help them people because your offer is not on point. So can you guarantee that person's success? Can you help them achieve that desired outcome, go from the pain they're in to not being in pain anymore? Can you guarantee that success? That's the next thing you need to think about. The next one is numbness to the offer. So there'll be a bunch of people doing exactly the same thing as you. And if you're unable to actually help that person, if you're unable to differentiate yourself from another person that's just selling exactly the same thing, then they're just going to be like, which one should I go for? And it's going to really come down to how they perceive and how they see you. Again, the higher your status, the more value you have in your offer, the more likely they're going to be able to get, they're going to actually go with you. So that's number four. Number five is, are they easy to find? So again, this comes down to the marketplace. So if you're looking for your avatar, let's say they're on TikTok, and they're not actually on TikTok, they're just on Facebook, or they're on LinkedIn, then you're not actually going to get any sales, because at the end of the day, you go where the market is. That's how you get your customers. So again, if your avatar is on forums, Facebook groups, Reddit, wherever it is, you go to them, because that's where you're going to find the biggest concentration of people. So they're the things that you need to think about. But how do you go about doing this? So this is actually really, really simple. And I recently came across this when I heard somebody else do this. So it's something called getting the board of directors. So you can actually have somebody who is a very, very high level entrepreneur and help you with this. What you first need to do is you need to say, hey, I want you to act as this person. So I'm going to go through it now, just see how I go about this. So, hey, I'm a fitness coach, and the one thing that I'm struggling with is finding, actually, let me do a different version. Let's do it again. Hey, I want you to imagine, actually, I want you to be, let's do, not imagine, let's do I want to be. You are one of the board of directors helping me, and you are Alex Hormozy. Now, every piece of advice you give me is coming from the mindset, thought patterns, and principles of Alex Hormozy. So I want him to be on my board of directors, and I want every question I ask to be from his perspective. Now, to give you a bit more information about me, I'm a fitness coach, and I'm trying to find out, one, who my avatar is, number two, what their pains and struggles are, so that I'm able to help them, overcome them, what to offer them. I want you to be able to help me a bit with my offer as well, and then also, one second, what's the other things? I want you to also help me with, if they've been numbness to the offer, they're numb to the offer, and I want you to ask me questions on, can I guarantee success? Now, what I want you to do is I want you to ask me 10 questions. Now, each question you're going to ask me one after the other to actually then discover who is my avatar and how I can help them. So first off, let's start with who is my avatar and then go from there. So then all we do is allow it to allow it to load and get the text I've said. The great thing about this is it actually allows you to just talk it out. And this is what I really like about this part of the ChatGPT is it's done this. Right, let's do this. Again, 9 times out of 10 it doesn't actually matter with some spelling mistakes, but yeah, let's just pop that in. So now it's going to start to load. Alright, so okay, it's running some Alex word. Okay, it's clarity. So what it's going to do is going to act. So it takes all the information off, YouTube, off his books, all that kind of stuff that is publicly online, and puts in here. So here's question 1. Who are the people you work to or spoken to in the past who actually got results with you, are the ones you felt it was easy to help them with? Alright, so what you can actually do is you can actually speak to it. But I'm going to just answer the first question. So the first people that I've helped have been women that have been working in corporate. Now, I understand that if I just go after corporate, it's like kind of generalized everything. So I'm looking for some type of specific person in corporate that has a presence on Instagram and Facebook that I'm able to help, or even potentially LinkedIn. Because again, I understand that these people will have more money. But at the same time, these are the women that I've helped. I helped a variety of different people in corporate. Ask me if you need to, ask what type of people, but if that's only needed. Okay, again, I do go all over the place when it comes to my wording, but let's see what it says here. Okay, perfect, that's a good start. Now the corporate women right now, let's do it too wide. There you go. So there we go. That's what I like about it. But right now it's too wide. It can be a nurse administrator, financial analyst, region director, all widely. Question. Of the corporate you work with, which role situation was the most pain? The one where the fitness energy, for example, was a manager. Okay, so the general pain that the women in corporate that I work with is they have lack of energy. They don't have time to be able to. They don't have time to be able to find time to do their workouts and eat right because they're always on the rush and always like rushing around. And now I think about it, actually the women that I work with most, they have been financial analysts. Like I've had a couple of other ones, but the ones that I work with the most have been women financial analysts. So yeah, who's going to answer that question? If I didn't quite answer it properly, let me know, and then you can help me elaborate on it. But again, instead of actually doing it like this, what I would do is I would actually do the voice. So I'll show you that in a second. So just going to put this here, give it a second, let it go through the spots. So that's solid, now we're cooking, notice pattern, financial analyst, that's already a niche inside corporate, boom, there we go. So right now I'll go women financial analysts. They usually sit at desk all day, deadlines, and then often sacrifice their performance. This makes us high energy and pain. Let's sharpen the blade even more. So from there, when financialists come to you, what's the moment of pain and finally reach out to you? Is it clothes fitting, halfway through the workday, look in the mirror? Again, so you can do that, or you can click on this button right here and you can talk to it. Again, from there, you would talk to it and then basically go from that point on. So, again, I preferably on the, I should say that for a second, but, yeah. So, preferably you would do it on your phone, so then you can, I prefer to do it because I can grab my phone and I can walk about with this, and I prefer to walk about. But again, this is just an example of how you can actually start to create your avatar. So yeah, when it comes to at this end of the day, it really just does come down to those important things. So we have the avatar. Okay, how to use about avatar, right? So we have the avatar. Alright, let's I'm trying to find it. There we go. Let's pop a few of these out. There we go. So again, first thing, second thing, third thing, fourth thing, fifth thing. Alright, so we have the avatar. Big, so the avatar. Number 1 is we're looking pain level. Pain level. Easily afford. Okay. Right, the next one. Next one is success. Can you guarantee success? There we go. Press a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, next one. Next one is numbness to offer, and then can you easily find them? Alright, so again, it does just come down to these ones right here. So let me just draw the lines for them. So this right here. Okay. Bosh, bosh, bosh. So pain level. Do they have a high pain level? Okay. Can they afford your solution? Okay. Next one is, can you guarantee success? This is a bit all over the place, isn't it? Are they numb to your offer? Again, have other people or have other coaches doing exactly the same thing? If it is, you need to think of how can you differentiate yourself. And generally, like when it comes to numbness and offer, is are you the only one in there, or are you one of a few? So that's what you need to think of. But I will go into more depth in another lesson about another video about numbness and offer. Yeah, this is really it. So if this is you, and again, just utilize this video, you'll be able to easily find who you want to help, and it's going to really help you. So yeah, if you have any questions on this, let me know. If you need some more help with this, again, I have a link below here. It goes to one of the pages that's going to help you book a call with me, or you can just go through, testimonials, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, go through that, and that's going to help you. But yeah, if you have any questions, comment below, and if you feel this will help somebody, share it. All right, I'll see you in the next